Last we left it, we were in Venice Beach, California, and I had just said peace out so I could travel the world indefinitely. After selling my car, saving for a few months, combined with the savings I already had, I had about $12,000 in the bank. Let's see how far that goes, shall we? First stop, Alaska. With 1/3 of the state lying within the Arctic Circle, Alaska is known as the last frontier, and the first frontier of my around-the-world adventure. It's an all-in kind of place, and for better or for worse, I'm all in. Turns out, after you take that initial leap, things mellow out. After finally leaving behind life as I know it, the weight lifted and my anxiety settled. I began to actually be able to focus on the moment. Good thing too, because Alaska is somewhere you want to pay full attention to. Disconnected from the mainland, Southeast Alaska has everything except cell signal and Wi-Fi. Campfires roasting marshmallows, hiking through the forest to find enormous waterfalls. Alaska does a good job of making everything feel small. Glaciers the size of countries to pieces that fit in your hand. Expanses of water and mountain, and ravines so deep you can see the insides of the earth. It's hard for even your biggest problems to seem big, when everything around you makes you feel so small. Not many places are this untouched, and can make anyone feel so naturally at home. Alaska's unexpected. Tons of adventure, of course. Jumping in icy glacier water helps with that. But I also found so much peace. It wasn't all soul-searching and deep thinking. It was also hot tubs and sunsets, usually accompanied by a beer or two, peppermint spiked hot chocolate, and happy hour margaritas. Lots and lots of margaritas. With over 30,000 miles of coastline, I took a cruise through Southeast Alaska because there's so much to see from the water. Like orcas. A mother and calf conducted a hunting training session by our boat.
They're right under us.
We turned off the engines and watched for 4 hours. We even postponed dinner for the show. Fin slaps, full breach, and tail slaps. And it wasn't just orca.
Guys.
Humpback started bubble net feeding right off our port bow. Again, a mother and calf with a few friends. We watched them blow circles of bubbles around tiny fish and lunge up to feed by our boat.
You can stick your head out the window and look at the beautiful Alaskan wildlife, like that tail right there that went down.
Massive, graceful, and so calm. I found the perfect little window spot for whale watching. Alaska was so much more than what I was expecting. It wasn't just the start of my trip. It was the beginning of a new mindset. The world is huge. We are small, and Alaska's wild is a reminder of how tiny we all actually are. Next up, Sweden and Germany.